Now that we've tested our motherboard outside, now that we've tested our motherboard outside of the case, it's time now to build it. So we've got ourselves a case here, and it's got a glass panel on one side. This is where your I/O holder goes in the back, which you'll see. This is where the power supply goes, and that's your back panel. So we're going to need to take all the panels off. So we take, do not lose the screws. If you lose the screws, they are special screws usually just for the case, and they will be very hard to find again. So put them to the side. Be careful of the glass panel. Make sure you're holding it with your thumb or with a hand as you pull all the screws out. Now take note that the glass panels, a lot of the time, they have rubber pieces around the actual screws themselves. So you can see here that 2 have stayed on the top and 2 have stayed on the bottom. As long as they are all accounted for, that's okay, because it'll just go back on the same way when you put it back on again. So be very careful with the glass and always put it somewhere where it's not going to break. Preferably on a piece of foam or so, or you can just put it back in the box that the case came with. But for now we're going to put the glass onto a piece of foam. Okay, now that we've got our case open, the first thing that we should do is put the power supply in. So we've got the case, the power supply will go in here. So to get the power supply, we need to take the back off the case, gently put it to the side. Make sure all of your cables are accounted for and that you're not going to get any of your cables tangled up with the power supply as you put it in. Now the power supply, you'll see, has a fan, and then it has the main cables. The main cables will go, so the fan will go facing downwards, and then that's going to be where the actual power plugs in. So the fan on the bottom is facing down underneath, so to blow air, hot air outside of the computer. So we place the power supply into place. Now you'll see that there are 4 screws that the power supply will need to be screwed in. So we'll get the 4 screws. You hold the power supply from the back, push it up, and then put in your first screw. Not too tightly. You'll always tighten the screws up later on. Okay, now that we have our 4 screws in, the power supply is now in. So now we need to feed the power supply cables to approximately where they're going to go. So remember, you've got your big 24 pin, so we'll put that up here. And then we have our power supply for the motherboard itself, the 8 pin that we had before. Make sure your cables don't get tangled down the bottom. If they are tangled up, and tangle them so they're nice and straight. Okay. Not sure exactly where that's going to go yet, but we'll put that here for now until we put the motherboard in. And then we have other power which we'll use throughout the process. So we'll just leave that to the side for now. So now let's gently make make sure you've got your bunch of cables, which are for the buttons and the front panel on the actual, being a USB 3 and audio in and out panels on the case. Make sure you've got those neatly to the side, and from there maybe just put them at the front actually, so we'll feed them through. Actually no, we'll just leave them at the back for now. So now let's put the power, the motherboard in. So we need to lay the computer down. And with our power supply already in. Now some people might say that they put the motherboard in first, but I like to put the power supply in first because sometimes it can just get in the way of the motherboard, depending on the cables. Now, the I/O plate is this back plate here, which we will need to put in the back of the computer. Now you'll see the I/O plate has audio ports. The audio ports usually go down the bottom. You'll see that there's this band of steel around it. This is what needs to be pushed into, so it needs to be facing the right way. So once you put it inside, you need to line it up with the bottom so that it just rests on there, and the steel bar or steel border, I guess it is protruding slightly. And then with your thumb, I don't know if you can see my thumb in there, with your thumb on the other side, so if I was to have it out just to show you, the thumb on the other side, so if I put it in like this, I then need to press on this side with my thumb to click it into place. So I'll put it into place here, putting the bottom in first, and then I'm just going to push, kind of use both my hands to click that into place. See, it's come out there a bit. There we go. And there we go. You see I've clicked it into place now, and that's holding it nicely now on the chassis of the case. So now we can put in the motherboard.